And welcome to the Morning Hustles. The dude who's done it not once, not twice, 4 times. And now he's back with a new hustle. He got books for the children them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one time for Lil Nas. Hey! Round of applause, man. Yo, happy 2021 to you, my brother. Man, how you feeling with the new year and all that dirt behind us, of the 2020 energy?
You have one of the most perfect radio voices ever.
Thank you, bro.
2020 is going great. It's only 6 days in. I got a lot planned. Yeah. I mean, did I miss something? Did I miss something in that question?
Nah,
No.
I mean, like it is too early to tell. It's like, when you have a job and they're like, yo, you've gone 6 days without an incident. So far, so good. We thought we was in trouble with Dr. Dre the other day. Prayers and energy to him. Hopefully he gets out of the hospital sooner than later. And you done dropped a children's book just in time to give kids something to read.
Just in time. C is for country, man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about C is for country? Because I love the little Nas X that's on the horse. I love the illustrations. And I feel like it really is for young children, this opportunity to really just see yourself in a different light, like saying, hey, it's however you want to be expressively is and organically is who you are versus like, I think a lot of times we say, be who you want to be, but it's like within our own vision of how we want to see you, right? So speak a little bit to C is for country and the look of it, the imaging.
I love that you just said that. It's a very true statement. It's like everybody, like, it's like a statement. It's like, be who you want to be who you are, but don't be this, don't be that. And I guess I just want to be like a walking statement for that. And with this book though, it's kind of like, Old Town Road is super huge, and especially amongst kids. Like, little kids love this song. So it's like they brought this idea to do this show, this book to me, and I'm like, this makes perfect sense. So we create this book, and it's just like the most amazing little cute educational thing for little kids to learn their ABCs in a fun way. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I'm glad, that I can even just do stuff like this. Yeah.
And I feel like everything you do is pretty much out of the norm of what everyone else is doing, because you jumped into the country lane, right? You have a children's book. That's amazing. And I do feel like Will.i.am was one of the people, he talked the other day about not being accepted as a Black group or whatever have you. I feel like you had the opposite happen to you when you went to the countryside and you wasn't necessarily accepted. Did that ever discourage you or anything like that? Or did it ever get ugly to the point where like people were writing hate mail or anything like that?
Not, I wouldn't say so. I mean, I guess like over time, not even over time, like the actual fans of country and stuff, like they really came around really quickly to Old Town Road and me, and I'm just like really thankful for that. Somebody's calling me. Okay.
That might be Mariah, because you broke her record. Did she ever reach out to you? And the hate mail I was thinking was more so from her because you broke her record.
No, Mariah is a legend, and Mariah has a million other records. I'm sure she's not even thinking about that.
I think she's thinking about it though. I'm pretty sure.
Get the collab going.
Sounds like it.
Let's get Mariah on this album. Let's get that. We need to make that happen.
Yo, so like,
collab.
Talking about the album, and I don't know if this song Holiday happens to be like, just a joint that you put out there to wet everybody's ears or set up for, the main course. But, as we think about like people who could and should or have already participated to be a part of the next Lil Nas X project, give us something. Who's on there? Who we got?
I cannot give you that, but you will sing in these next couple of months with these singles, and when the album actually drops. It's gonna be an event though. I want to make every moment feel like an event. Definitely.
Speaking of events, you've had a lot of dope events within the gaming world with Roblox and all of that. Like, can you speak a little bit to the creative process and how much fun? It looks like you have a lot of fun being a part of the video gaming world. Tell us a little bit about that.
The gamer community has like always been like a big support group for me. And also just doing this for Roblox, it was super fun. and it pissed me off at times, but it was like super fun. But you get on your motion capture outfit, and a panini and rodeo,
Hey.
all this stuff, and it was fun. It was fun, and just seeing how they put together the event, having this like kids, because this is probably some kids' actual first concert and stuff like this.
Mhm.
Totally.
Crazy to think about. Yeah, it was I'm happy to be a part of that. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Now you did post up. I'll be on your Instagram. So let's talk about some things you posted. Now you said it's something so sexy about people who don't want you. Like, damn, you really don't want nothing to do with me? what, what made you say that?
I don't know. I guess it's definitely partially true though. I guess I like when it's like, I guess it's not as easy to get somebody. I guess like I guess it becomes like a challenge versus like when somebody, I don't know, and maybe it's like an internal issue with myself. Like too much love is too much love sometimes. I need equal obsession or whatever.
Right.
Equal obsession.
So is that kind of why you don't give any love to Bobby Lytes from Love and Hip Hop? Because he goes really hard, Lil Nas X, to try to get your attention. And is that a reason why you kind of like act like you don't know him? Or do you not know him?
Oh, you just put me on the spot, huh? But I mean, I don't think like I ever actually like talked in person to Bobby or anything, and I don't even think like he's like serious. I think it's just like a fun thing he just does now. But it's not like he's cute, or I'm not even like really into like relationships or nothing right now though.
Little, no sex.
That's what they wrote in your joint when you came in. Like, what? It must be him. Must be this guy. But at this point, Lil Nas X, I would imagine it would have, because before I would imagine you'd have to be the pursuer. But now you're Lil Nas X, you're on TV, everybody knows who you are. So the thrill of the hunt is kind of almost gone in a lot of situations for you, right? Because now you more on the, incoming as opposed to having to be on the outgoing.
But I still reach up a lot of the times, and even sometimes I'm just like, oh, this person's cool. Let me talk to this person for a while. But I don't know, man. I'm not like really like super into like long relationships. I guess I'm kind of like a thrill of the moment person. So it's
So
just
you
like
like love them and leave them type? Like,
let me find out.
I get my fit, like your feelings are all into it, and then you're like, "Hey, gotta go, peace. C is for country. We're out." Is that like how does this?
B is for bye.
What happens if they fall for you? Like, what happens when someone falls deeply, madly in love, and you're all caught up? You're like, "All right, this was fun. I'm moving on."
I mean, that has happened a couple times, and it gets like really crazy sometimes. But I mean, I guess I've come to like the knowledge that it's not my fault if I'm ready to go to somebody. I can't like keep dragging something on because of I don't want to hurt that person's feelings, because it's like I got to put myself first in any situation.
That's right.
I'm not happy or something. It's like, beef bye.
So you didn't find anybody to take the Aspen, is what you're saying? Because I know you was looking for somebody to go to Aspen with. So what's up?
Could have had a couple of people in that.
Hey.
Okay. Pull out the Rolodex.
But I sat at home. I was like, I'm gonna plan for this year. I'm gonna make sure I get this album done. I'm gonna make sure I get this and that in the motions and all that. I gotta still build this solid foundation before I'm just comfortable enough to just move around, I guess.
Are you a resolution type of person? Do you like set goals at the beginning of the year where you're like, okay, this is what I want to accomplish by the end of the year?
To a degree. I don't make like super, I guess, huge. Okay, I'm never going to do this thing again. I'll say, okay, I'm going to do this thing, but only this amount of times. Like I used to like smoke really heavily last year, so I'm like, I've been slowing down a lot. What else? And just like focusing and back to like even relationships. I used to like, boom, I'm in one, I'm out. I'm in one, I'm out. I'm in one, I'm out. And it's like, nah, I'm gonna do this when it's right and not when it's when it's wrong, it's not going to happen, you know?
Right. Is it hard to go on dates and stuff? Because I mean, it's fashion alone. You can see you from a mile away. So like what can you do to like be low?
With COVID, that's probably been like the biggest blessing for like if I'm like just going on a walk with somebody or like going to like a little restaurant or something. And, you know, these masks, it's like
They
I
still
feel
gonna
like I would still
recognize you,
know
bro.
you, man.
I know, yeah.
I feel like I would notice.
He got a cowboy hat on and red's coming out the bottom. He's like, nobody knows me.
Are those tassels hanging off that shirt?
I'm dead.
Yo,
What about sliding in DMs though? Do you have you ever done that? Because I know you're big on social media. You may even be considered a troll a little bit, but do you slide in them DMs?
I slide in DMs like, I mean, not as much often, but definitely like a lot last year. And again, the same thing. It's like, you know, it's fun. And then it's like, dang, it's too much love and I have to go.
Got you. Now we talking to Lil Nas X, man. So we've seen some things in the space, especially like, you know, over the last, I would say 20 years with a lot of more artists getting endorsements. You know what I'm saying? The bag is dropped in your lap quite a few times. There was a situation where there was an artist getting dragged for doing a Beats by Dre commercial dancing in front of a Confederate flag. What is the craziest thing, or a Confederate statue? What is the craziest endorsement that you and your crew had to say no to? Like, nah, this ain't a fit for me.
Craziest endorsement. Let me see. Nah, you know what? It's been some, but I'm not trying to stop any future
I
bags.
know that's right. Be quiet on that.
Smart man.
I guess pivot back, was there one that you wish you would have took in hindsight that you said no to?
What?
Was that supposed to be you dancing in front of the Confederate statue?
It was no Confederate statue. It was, you know, I was gonna do like the main song for the Sonic movie, but I end up like I couldn't like really think, and I didn't want to like really work with any writers at the time or nothing, so it didn't happen. But you know, that would have been a dope moment because I love Sonic, you know. But you know, hey, Sonic 2 maybe.
You'll definitely get that. What about Wrangler? Are you done? Is your deal up with them?
Yeah, my deal is done with Wrangler, but you know, I'm down to do some custom Wrangler again another time, you know. If it happens, it happens. Shout out Wrangler.
So what's up with the red? Because I see you got the red nails, you got the red hair. Is that something that's going to be part of your next
I'm just
alter ego?
Hustle, you know.
You're matching with us.
You did that for us. That's so nice.
Lil Nas Red.
I love that. So
you talked about your album and the fact that it's like way down the road, right? But aside from yourself, who else do you want to drop an album right now? You know, someone that you're a fan of that you want to drop right now.
Right now. Let's see. I guess, you know, maybe definitely like maybe SZA. I love SZA, and you know, I love her new songs and stuff. I'm excited for her. So yeah, I like for SZA to drop an album.
I do understand that you're a Rihanna fan, and I also know you're a fan of her makeup, actually. So if you had to pick one or the other, like there was no more Fenty products ever released ever, or you get a new Rihanna album on Friday.
I don't want to be in any bad standings with Rihanna. I will take both. That I can't pick one or the other, or whatever. Which one Rihanna would want me to pick, I pick that one. That's all.
So we talked about endorsements, we talked about fashion, and I have to ask you, are you ever going to consider doing a line or something where you're putting out your own clothes and stuff like that? Because obviously, you know, you got it down packed with the style. So tell us more about that.
I don't think that's too far down the road. I think definitely within the next 5 years or so, you know, it's gonna be some specially named Lil Nas X brand out there killing it. Yeah, you know, me and my stylist Hodo, she's amazing. We want to put that together. Yeah, it's gonna be out there. I don't know who with or if it's just gonna be us, but it's gonna be dope. Yeah.
I'm excited about it because I think you, like I said, I love your style. And also to talk about Holiday, which is your song, which we love. What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday. Hmm. Hmm. I was gonna say Christmas, but I kind of love April Fool's Day.
I can see
Mm,
that.
I could definitely see
Are you
that.
gearing up for a prank for this year?
I'm getting them in line right now. Ahead of the game.
What's the wildest one you ever pulled off on somebody?
I can tell you the rawest one someone ever pulled on me. I guess it wasn't really much of an April Fool's prank, but it was like a prank for like this little prank, this punk reboot that Chance the Rapper was doing. My stylist pretended that she was like getting deported, and I was like really scared. I was like, "Why would you pull a prank like that?" But they got me. They got me.
They got you. I wanted to ask too, in terms of dealing with trolls, we talked a little bit about trolling. And again, you have so many young people that look up to you, people that really, they follow your lead. And I talked to a lot of young people. I said, well, I'm about to interview Lil Nas X. So what should I talk to them about? And that was one of the questions, like dealing with cyberbullying and dealing with trolls, essentially. What advice could you give to somebody that might be getting bullied online?
I guess even if you are, and it's probably bad but good advice. I guess never pretend to. I mean, never show that you're phased, because once you show that, that's when it gets even worse. You know. But it's also try not to read too much into anything anybody is saying, because I used to be a much worse kind of troll on the internet, and I know it definitely stemmed from me not being happy with my life. And
Mm,
you have to remember there are a lot of people online that put this facade up that you're terrible, you're not a good person, and you suck. And it's because it's what they believe about themselves, and it's not even a joke. It's even if they don't realize it, that's like the deep underlining of that, because I feel like you never see somebody who's like thriving and doing great and who loves themselves like spreading hate all the time. It's
That's
just it
true.
never happens.
yeah, a lot of your creativity, I know, like just early on, like you talk about when you were younger, just kind of being lonely. And so, how did music kind of free you in some ways and just change it really like changed your entire life coming from Georgia, right?
uh
Was
yeah,
it therapy for you when you would do your music, or was it,
I
just
feel like
kind of dealing with your emotion?
it still is. And I mean, I guess no matter how many people ever surround me, or like anyone, maybe not anyone, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but you still like catch a lonely feeling every now and then. Like even if you happen to be in a relationship or something, it's like every now and then you're gonna like feel really lonely. But I guess it's just really important to learn to love being with yourself, and just
That's right.
you're amazing. Like you're a vibe, you're your own vibe, like you all you need sometimes. And if you can't be happy by yourself, then you ain't gonna never be happy with nobody else, to
Does
be
the
I
honest.
hear
money
that.
and
You
the
got to
fame,
treat
like,
yourself.
change the lows that you used to have, or does it magnify them more because now you got to please more people?
I wouldn't say it's fame, but maybe the experience that fame has brought me has helped me handle these low moments better. Because I mean,
Okay.
it's almost daily I have like a super high and like a really low.
Hmm.
And I guess like at some point you just have to realize like that's life. And if there were never any lows, then you won't really have highs because they don't exist anymore, because that's all you have.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean it's a balance.
So when you get in those moments, who is it that you turn to? Because it seems like you have a lot of positivity around you, like a lot of positive people and things of that matter. So what is it that you do aside from music that kind of takes you out of that bad space?
Yeah, I have my stylist. Like we were close. Like she's not just like my stylist. She's like a really great friend. My producers like Day Trip. I have family members who I can talk to. But to be honest, I guess most times when I'm like super down, I guess I just keep it to myself and not. I guess I'm still like in that phase of learning to open up to people.
Right.
And yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, and even I feel like when you do open up, like when you did come out and let everybody know, listen, I'm gay, whatever the case, some people actually thought you were using it as a tactic to sell albums and that it wasn't even really real. How did you feel going through that whole situation? Because that's a vulnerable moment, and people thought you were kind of joking around, I guess, or using it.
A lot of people still like hit me on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like, "Oh, he's still joking," and like it's like, nah, I'm not even joking. Like, but I guess I just take it with a grain of salt, honestly, because it's like I have my own priorities and focus that I can't keep giving back to this situation that I've resolved already. I guess. Um, yeah.
Yo, forward energy only with it, man. You doing great, and your videos are out of this world, literally in most
Crazy.
cases, man. So shout out to
Crazy.
you for everything you're doing. The book is called C is for Country. It's out right now. It's number 8 in the world on the
Amazing.
children's books
In the
charts.
world.
We want to get this to number 1, man. Shout out to Random House Children's Books. Let's get it cracking. And I want to play a game themed around your book. The game's called Got 5 on it. The way it works is like this: we throw 10 seconds on the clock, and you have to tell us the 5 things that we're looking for within 10 seconds. Lil Nas X, I feel like you're going to knock this out the park. Are you ready?
Again?
Okay. We're throwing 10 seconds on the clock. You got to tell us the 5 things that we're looking for within 10 seconds.
Okay, I'll try.
Right. Holiday's a big tune. A lot of people think it's a Christmas record. It not really isn't. It's a record about celebrating life and being great. With that being said, name 5 things that you can eat that start with P. Go.
Peanuts, pizza, pecans, people. Wait.
That's 10 seconds.
Hi, I helped him.
Little Cannibal X is in the building.
People,
I'm not sure how I feel about people.
are you coming out with something else too? Are you a cannibal?
Horror book is up next. Okay, not a bad crack at it, man. Yo, thank you for pulling up on us today, man. Congrats on everything you got going. You always got a home here at the Morning Hustle, okay?
All right, man. Thank y'all for being such great energy, man. Good vibes. Happy New Year, and I wish y'all the best.
You too, and you're the
Thank
coolest
you.
cannibal we know.
This cannibal's invited to the cookout. Word up. It's Lil
Lil
Nas X,
Nas
y'all.
X.
All right, y'all.
We are the Morning Hustle.